Okay, Kelly Aaron's here, Stars and Stripes Sports, Peak Performance Network. I'm going to show you how to manage player info here. So I'm in my organization here with baseball, and I'm on the national team, so I'm in that season. So I come over here to my menu bar, and on my menu bar, I'm going to go under player management. All right, so I go under all players. And so this is going to show me everybody in the system underneath this organization. And right now it's showing like 613 players. So you can see them listed here. It's alphabetized by first name, but you can come in and do a player search. So if I wanted to find Brody Aaron's, I can type in Brody, or I can type in Aaron's, and it would pull it out of there. So you can do a player search that way. What we're trying to do here is show you how important this is. All the other softwares are a little bit short. Where Peak Performance Network is, we have a situation where one player can have multiple seasons. So in this case, they are on the state team. They may be on a national team. They've done a sport testing event. They've participated in the hitter handicap. They've got an athletic profile, etc. So when I go into my player, I just click that, and that gets me the info here. I'm going to go to a different one because he doesn't have a lot of detail in there. So here's Alejandro Huezo from California. So he's got his picture up and whatnot. So all of his details are in here. The key is you can also now edit the player profile, where that's something new that's they've been able to create. But if I look at Alejandro here and I see, well, he came back out. We'll use Aaron. We see the programs that he's in, the seasons. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Aaron because he's not in this season, 2000 Spring National Team season. He's not in that season. So I'm going to come in here and I say, look, he's not there. Well, I need him to be in there. I need to send him an email. I need to add him to a roster, etc. So what I could come in and do is say move to season. So I come in to move to season and I say, well, I want to move him to the Spring National Team. Why this is so important is because with one username and one login, this player can come in. Aaron Socks, if he's underage and has a mother or father email address, a player can only be associated with one email address. So a parent has to use a different email address if they have multiple kids. So we have a Spring National Team. I'm going to say move. Are you sure you want to move? Yes. So move player. So now look, see he's in the boom Spring National Team. So just that simply we can do that. Now we have situations where there are different organizations using Peak Performance Network. So in this case, I'm going to click Aaron again, and let's say that there's somebody else. So he plays for the RVBA out of Virginia, and he has an account with them. And then he wants to play on our national team. There's no reason for him to create another account to do something when he's already got a username and password through PPN. So in this case, I can come in and move him from one organization to the other. So right now he's in Stars and Stripes Sports. If I want to move him to another one, I can do that. So I'm going to move him over to the Cuba one. All right, because we're going to offer him to go to Cuba. So I say Cuba Sports Travel, copy. And just as I did that, that moved Aaron Socks over to a complete different organization. And again, they don't have to be connected. Those two organizations aren't visible to one another. They're only visible to themselves. So that's a really unique way of being able to do that. So that process is exciting to be able to go find players and put them in. Remember, if you're in an organization or if you're in a season and you're looking for a player and can't find them, they're not in that season. You would have to move them over to that season in order to be able to see them. So this is the player tracker, and you can come in, you can track by team, you can track by all the players. So same thing here. You can edit, make details of this as far as what each one's doing. So where are they? What teams are they in? What programs are they a part of? So here's Antonio Albanese. And again, if I want to send him an email, I can. If I want to watch his video, I can. If I want to look at all of his other details, sports information, academic information, etc., then I can do so. I can also edit as well. So here's all of our contact info and the ability to reach that player as we can. Eligibility is something on your front side where you're asking them to do certain things, maybe sign a player contract, upload their birth certificate. Uh, you have a code of conduct you want them to do and a parent code of conduct. Here you can say whether they've uploaded that to their file or not. And in this case, they have not. So that just gives you an example of what we can do with their uh, internal parameters and administrative capabilities that you would be able to have. So that's how we manage the player. Thank you.